Everyone, welcome to online event on Start Learning Internet of Things by Pooja Baraskar.
Thank you so much for introduction. Hello everyone, hope you all are fine. So today we are going to learn about Internet of Things. First, let me introduce myself. I am Pooja Baraskar, Intel Software Innovator from IoT and Rails side. I am also Microsoft MVP from Windows Development side. So, IoT is something that I love. I love to make things with IoT and then share about them through blogs or videos so everyone can make their own version of that and learn something new. So let us start. Our today's session will be an overview to IoT, that is Internet of Things. We are going to keep this session a simple one for complete beginners, for those who want to know what IoT is and want a head start in IoT. So let us start. I remember the day when I first opened a web page. The internet is being there from just 20 years. I was excited to see power of internet. And now we have cloud, the digital universe of information freely available to us. So the current estimate is the cloud is about 4,000 exabyte in size. We generally do not use this term exabyte in daily life. The 4,000 exabyte is roughly equivalent to a stack of blocks, a stack of books from here to Pluto and back 80 times. And it took only less than 20 years for us to create this much of data. It is more amazing that now we have devices like our phones, PC, tablets, and other internet-enabled devices that allows us to access this cloud from anywhere, anytime. And now the 90% of the world has mobile signals. After 20 years, the thing that frustrates us today will be a memory. The more advanced we become, the faster we become at advancing. Technology is accelerating and the future approaches us faster and faster. We are about to connect the physical world with internet. The planet and everything on it will become things on Internet of Things. Actually, some call it Internet of Things and others call it Internet of Everything. It is going to affect everything from agriculture to healthcare to manufacturing to finance and every other aspect of life. We are talking about connecting highways, traffic, flights. We are talking about a system that monitors air pollution, a system that monitors soil well-being in our farms. But the real magic is that everything will be connected to internet and everything will be able to communicate with each other. Think, sensor in our cars and road can automatically detect a road accident. They can automatically notify the nearest hospital and the emergency service. They can tell the traffic light and traffic signs to redirect the traffic to make way for ambulance. And if I am a doctor and I am nearby to that accident site, the sensor could notify me too. And all those within a second without any human interaction. Just imagine your kitchen and your refrigerator keeping inventory of your food item and ordering food for you automatically. This is just a tip of iceberg, but it is already happening. Today you can go to internet to find free parking space and track all the buses and so on. So exactly what I mean by things. Things can be anything. The buildings you live in, the cars you travel, even we ourselves will be a thing in IoT. So now the question arises, how we can do it. Let us take an example. I'm having a chair in my room and I love it. I really love my chair and I want to know from anywhere of the world that who is sitting on my chair, if my chair is occupied or not. So to implement this thing, I had to take number of steps. First is, I have to provide my chair a unique identity. The second is, I have to provide my chair a connectivity. And third is, I have to provide my chair sensors. So it can detect if anybody is sitting on it or not. I have to connect my chair to something like internet, Bluetooth, or any type of connectivity we are using nowadays. And a unique identity, so I can identify it from any part, anywhere from all the world. So now we have devices like this. Like we have Raspberry Pi, we have Edison, we have Galileo, we have Arduino, we have many devices. From this you can turn any idea into reality. So these devices are web enabled and are mini computer. They are very powerful. They can communicate anything over internet. Through them you can connect sensors like moisture sensor, temperature sensor, gas sensor, GPS, air quality sensor or noise sensor, and make any type of your IoT device. And the best part is you don't need any prior experience in electronics or in programming to use this type of boards. For example, a 14-year-old kid in Chile used an Arduino to make an earthquake monitoring system, and that too better than their government's $1 million project. I also built a farmer guide application that monitors the agriculture environment and suggests farmers about the crop only just after 2 months of practicing IoT. And today we are making a road safety device that monitors the driver's activity while driving. After driving for a long time, if the driver gets drowsy, the system will alert him by capturing his facial expression. Or if the driver is drunk while driving, or the vehicle met with any accident, a call will be made immediately to the concerned people for help. IoT is completely going to change our lives. The next generation will be web enabled. There will be a day when a remote server situated somewhere is going to monitor my health 24/7 and continuously tells me about myself. If something bad is going to happen to me, it will automatically consult my doctor and will notify me that I can get this and this type of disease in future, and can automatically consult my doctors and will tell me about the prescription. There will be a reality search engine. Just imagine, you can ask Google, hey Google, where are my keys? Hey Google, where is my child right now? So, the future will be internet connected. It is just a smaller picture. IoT will transfer everything. Even in gaming, your games will be more immersive. You can scan yourself and transfer in the game character. We have also developed a similar type of thing with RealSense technology. So, when we talk about career in IoT, actually career in IoT is vast. IoT market is endless. In 2020, we will have 25 to 50 billions of connected devices, which will connect via mesh network. And IoT is not restricted to a particular domain. You can create devices that will implement in healthcare. You can create devices that will implement in automobiles, in gaming, anything. Or you can create a home automation system. So it is not restricted to a particular domain. The world is changing, and it is changing very fast. But we need you and your ideas, and we need you to turn them into reality, as technology is now at your fingertips. So actually, I want to keep this session very simple, just a basic thing, an introduction to IoT. So if you have any questions or any cool ideas, you can share. The devices, actually this thing is a little bit complicated thing. It depends on your personal choice and your project type, what device you want to use. Like for my project, mostly I use Intel Edison device because it is very powerful. Like it works on Linux, so I can create almost anything with that. It has Wi-Fi connectivity and it has Bluetooth connectivity. So most of the time I am using that thing, Edison. But specifically I am telling you that it is about your preference and your project type, what you want, which device you want to use. And the other thing is, how can I be Intel developer? So yes, to become an Intel developer, first thing is you have to be innovative, and the second thing is you have to work on Intel technology. And
Pooja, please keep marking question as answered so that same person can ask more than one question.
Okay. So the next question is from Shivsar that if anyone wants to start with IoT, which hardware is good to start with, and that uses C# as a language. So yes, Raspberry Pi 2 works with Windows IoT, and you can use C# with it. And the other question is, I do not have much amount to invest on devices. Yes, this was also a problem with me when I was getting started with IoT, like 2 years back. The devices that came at that time were very costly. Like the Galileo device was around 8K at that time, 8,000. So if you are innovative, people will notice you and people will give their hardware free of cost to you, so you can explore it and create something with that. So this is option. Explore something, be innovative, and people will find you and they will share their hardware with you, and you can experiment with that. So any more questions?
Pooja, please keep marking question as answered.
Yes, done. Any more questions?
Has raised hand. Yes, Nathan, please go ahead.
Nitin, any questions? No. Actually, I want to share a video. Is this visible to everyone?
Yes, Pooja, it's visible.
Okay. Actually, I was taking some questions. Actually, I replied to Suraj, but maybe it was not audible. So yes, Suraj, your question was where to buy devices, right? So nowadays you can buy devices from anywhere. Almost every hardware shops are selling IoT stuff, or online you can purchase. There are some sites. There are potentiallabs.com or MG Super Labs. You can easily find any IoT board there. So your question is, I'm just a starter and C# developer. Which device you advise to start? Actually, if you want to work specifically with C#, then you can go with Raspberry Pi 2 or Raspberry Pi 3. That works with Windows IoT. But I will ask you to try for Arduino also. For that, you need to learn Arduino programming language. That is not that much difficult. As I told in the presentation, that a 14-year-old kid developed a Arduino-based project. So you can also. Arduino is a very easy language that is based on C. So you can try any board. And which device you advise to start with? Actually, I told you. First thing, you can, of course, anytime develop anything with Arduino. Arduino is very easy. And the other board you can try are Edison or Raspberry Pi or Galileo. I'm suggesting these devices because these devices are internet enabled and they have Linux. So you can play almost with anything. Like if you want to work with JS, you can work with Node.js. If you want to work with C#, you can work with that. They are very powerful. And this type of freedom doesn't come with Arduino or other cheap type of boards. And do you recommend any books or study material to start? Books, actually nowadays there are not much books available in market, but there are many good IoT projects. You can search them on hexter.io and instructable.com. You will find there many good IoT projects. And even on C# Corner Code project, you will find many good IoT projects. But for specifically for hardware-based projects, go for hexter.io. And you want to play with Intel devices. So anyone, if they want to play with Intel devices, you can go to Makerspace in your city and you can play there. You can borrow their hardware devices from there. And one thing, Intel usually organizes hackathons, and in hackathons they give free IoT boards. So if there is any hackathon in India, you can go there and get your free hardware. And if anyone wants to be an Intel developer, then of course you want to work on Intel technology, and Intel is working more than on IoT. Like Intel is having Intel Presence camera. You can explore that also. And nowadays almost every type of computer and every type of devices have Intel inside it. So you don't need any devices to work with Intel actually. If you are an app developer, you can create an app that works on Intel technology, or like touch-based apps, touch-based games. So that will make you an Intel developer. And write blogs about Intel technology. So this will make you an Intel developer. Any more questions? I want to live in the connected world. So now this is up to us, how we can make our future better. So I found IoT is the technology that is going to change our life. IT is going to be our future. So one question is, as a fresher, where to start? Would you please share few URLs to compare different hardware? So, okay. So as a fresher, first thing you can do is go through some good projects on IoT based good projects. You can find good projects on Hackster.io. Maybe you can write down the URLs I'm sharing, or okay, I can write it here actually. Hackster.io. And one is instructable.com. A new website on IoT. The domain I'm going to use is iotgirl.com. Actually, that is funny, but people know me with this name only, so I thought that's good. So, if you have any suggestion or any request about the content, that what should I add in that website, so that is more than welcome. So, that is going to be one more URL for you. You can search for iotgirl.com. It will be live in a couple of days. And I'm also having my website poojabaraskar.com. So there you can find a lot of stuff on IoT. And there are also a few projects on Code Project and C# Corner and other websites. But yes, again I'm saying that you should search for Hackster.io for hardware-based project. That is a very nice website, completely dedicated to hardware-based projects. Other question is, I do not have much amount to invest on devices. Please suggest me more about devices. So actually, this is a myth that the IoT hardware are costly. Actually, right now I am working with a hardware device that is for around 200 rupees. And you won't believe that hardware device is very powerful, and that is Wi-Fi enabled. So the name of that hardware is ESP8266. 8266 board. So this board is very nice. It is under 200 rupees. So you can buy it from any electronics shop, or you can order it online. And for any specific project, like you want to make something powerful, then you have to buy. You have to invest more. And yes, the other thing is, to get free hardware, you can attend IoT hackathons. There you will get free hardware. So you don't need to buy the hardware. Almost all the hardware I got in this way only. Yes. Any more questions? And this is going to be a series. In next part, we will take how to start with IoT. In that part, we will discuss which devices we should buy and why. Why to buy that specific type of device? Why to buy Arduino? Why to buy Edison? And why not to buy Raspberry Pi or something? Or why to buy Raspberry Pi? So we will take that type of questions in that session, and which IDE to work with, And if you are familiar with one type of language, like someone said that he is familiar with C#, then we will see in that webinar that why to use C#, or you can buy some, you can try with other language or not. Well, the video of session will be available. Actually, I don't know about this. I have not done any recording. But yes, I am going to start a video channel very soon where I will be keep posting this beginner videos on IoT or about all my projects that I am going to do on IoT.
Yes, Sahu, it will be available. We will upload it after completing the session, after a few days. Yes, we will post it.
What are strict prerequisites for starting? Actually, there is no hard and fast rule for this. Everything you need is curiosity. If you have a good idea to start with, anyone will help you. Nothing is required. Again and again, I am giving you an example of a 14-year kid. What he developed is an earthquake monitoring system, and that too far better than their government's $1 million project. So we can also build something. We don't need to need to have any knowledge of any programming language or any electronics language. Nowadays, the hardware that are coming are very easy, just like plug and play. You don't need to go into deep into wiring part or anything. Just plug that sensor and that's it. There are GRU modules that we will see in our next webinar, how we can use that and how easy it is to be an IoT developer. All you need is just a good idea. And that's it. Arduino language for programming is very easy. You just have two functions and that's it. It is very easy. Some article section in IndiaMentor. We are working on that. Any more questions? Any doubts? You want to know something on IoT? Or you have any good idea you can share with us? One question is for IndiaMentor team. Is there any offline session on IoT from IndiaMentor.com?
It's not.
And the question I'm getting, do sensors are the part of microcontroller or they are separate? Actually, microcontroller is a different thing. Like, we can take it like as a brain. Like microcontroller is a brain and our eyes, our skin is a sensor. So sensor and microcontroller are different, two different things. But nowadays, there are some microcontrollers that comes with some sensors. Like, there's a microcontroller from Arduino 101 that comes with accelerometer. So this way, there are some microcontrollers that comes with sensors, but they are actually different. Another question, any plans to visit Delhi? For now, no. But maybe soon. So any more questions? Let me know any good ideas you want to share. Yes, there's one idea. I had an idea to relate to power grid of the city. I also shared with Baraskar. Oh, that's great. So, Mamta, can you please describe a little more about your idea? Nowadays, when knowledge is for free, only your ideas are worth paying. So, any good idea? Okay, so I said that I'm going to start a new website on IoT. So, do you have any request or any feedback on that? That about the content, what should I include or what should I not include or what you want to see in my website? Like I'm already writing a blog post and I want to start a video series also. So any request on that? To operate my powerhouse. Is it possible to operate it? Can you share your blog post on India Mentor page? Yes, we are planning about that to write articles on India Mentor and also about the videos. And regarding the powerhouse, I'm actually not getting your question. You want to automate your house like turning on and off your devices with the help of phone or something like that. Actually, Nitin, I'm not getting your question. So any more questions? I guess a lot of people are more confused on the devices. Which device should we use or not? Like there are many devices in market like Arduino, Edison and Galileo. Many devices. Actually, I'm taking this devices name because most of the time I'm using this and I really love these devices. There are many devices like banana and ESP, chip, and nowadays many companies are making devices. And there are many IoT enabled cloud and many cloud that with that you can work like drag and drop thing. Just drag this thing and your code will be ready. You even don't need to code, write a single line of code. Just drag and drop thing. So any more questions? So we are going to take this as a webinar series. This was the first session completely for dedicated to introduction of IoT. And the next session will be how to get started with IoT. And the other session will be like how we can create a custom project with IoT. So for today's question, if you have any questions, please share. Any good ideas you can share. This way we can grow and learn. I'm telling you what I did one day. Actually, in houses we have a common problem. Like in our houses we have LPG cylinder. And we don't know actually, we can't predict when it is going to be empty. So one day this same problem happened with me. What I did is I hacked a bathroom scale and created something that detects how much gas is left in cylinder. So this is a common example that we don't actually need any IoT device. We can just look around in our house and we can create something new. So this is what I'm telling you. You don't need any IoT device. Just you need an idea and a good eyes to find something to hack. And you can hack with it. So now my device, it can constantly detect the amount of LPG gas present in the cylinder. It will show that with the LED, like green LED that you are in safe zone and red LED that your cylinder is going to be empty soon. And if there is a red alert, then it will send notification to my papa's phone. So this thing. So what I mean to say is you can make your own device. You just need to hack things around yourself. You need not to buy a specific board. This way you can start. So any more questions? IoT is all about curiosity and it is all about solving some problem. If you see any problem around yourself, you can solve it. One question for India Mentor team. If I want to write some articles on IoT, how and where I can submit to India Mentor? Yes. Probably you can share your article with Shubhi, or you can share your article on, I guess there is some mail link. You can share your article there. Or we have a FB page. You can share with us there. Any more you want to share? If you have any good idea, you can reach to me at my FB profile, on my Twitter, on my website, and you can discuss with me. Maybe we can create something good together. For any good suggestion or request, of course you can reach me there. If you are having questions, ideas, requests, you can share with me anytime. You can mail me, you can ping me on Twitter, FB. And yes, I said earlier, like I am going to start a new website. I'm already having a site, PoojaBaraskar.com, but I am going to start a new website that will be completely dedicated to IoT. Then I'm going to write from complete start. Like what is IoT, which device you should buy, and some good projects will be there. So if you have any request and saying it again and again, please ping me for that. I will be very happy to know your feedback on that. So yes, you can ping me anytime offline. Any more questions? We are actually about to end this session. And yes, this is going to be a series of webinar for IoT. The next session we are going to take is how to get started with IoT. There we will be talking about the devices you should choose, the IDE available for IoT, and the languages. And believe me, that is very easy. The hardware and IoT part, IoT is very